What's up, everybody? You are very welcome along to this Anfield Agenda FA Cup Final preview. The Reds, of course, taking on Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea for what will be our second trophy of the season. It would be the saviour, pretty much, of Chelsea's season if they can win it. And look, I'll go through the team news. I'll go through my predicted 11, my score predictions, as I always do. Let me just say, if you do enjoy this video, please do drop a like on it. Hit that subscribe button as well. And of course, I want to know your thoughts on my team selection, my score prediction, or anything else around the FA Cup Final. Do let me know in the comment section below. So look, let's get straight into it and talk team news. From a Liverpool perspective, we know that obviously Fabinho won't be available. It looks like he will be available, hopefully, for the Champions League final, but this game will come a little bit too soon after the hamstring injury he picked up the other day, so that rules him out. But on the other side of that, Chelsea look like they could potentially be without Kovacic. I don't know if you guys seen this, but it was an awful challenge from Dan James in the game against Leeds that could have been a leg breaker, and I don't think, I've no qualms about the red card, but it's always a shame if a player misses out in a massive game like this, and Kovacic is a huge part of that Chelsea midfield. So yeah, if he's out, it benefits us, although you would never wish an injury on a player. But us having Fabinho out as well, maybe it levels it out a little bit. I'm not sure. Maybe Chelsea fans watching can let me know how they feel about the Fabinho loss for Liverpool. Other than that, we're pretty full strength. I'll go through, as I said, my predicted 11 now in a second, my score prediction. Am I worried about Chelsea? So let me get that out there first. Yes, I am. They're a good team, and we have many proper... I don't think we've beaten each other this season. I think they've all been draws, if my memory is correct. Although we know my memory's not great, so if I'm wrong on that, I'm sure one of you will point it out to me in the comment section. But I am worried about it because, as I said, Chelsea's entire season is on the line here for them. And we have a Champions League final down the line to look forward to. So I'm humming and hawing here because I'm respectful of Chelsea, but a huge part of me feels that we should be beating Chelsea. I think we're a better team than Chelsea. I think our strongest 11 beats Chelsea's strongest 11. But it's a final. It's a one-off occasion. And I'm hoping, and I'm sure you guys as well are hoping, that the Liverpool that showed up in the first half against Manchester City at Wembley is the type of Liverpool performance that we see against Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea on Saturday. It's a big trophy, and I'd like us to win it, not just because it's a trophy, but it's the one that would give Klopp the full complement of medals, of winners' medals from his time at Liverpool. This is the last remaining one, so yeah, it'd be lovely to see the lads lift the trophy, and who doesn't love seeing the Hendo shuffle, but I do think it's going to be a close affair. How close? 2-1. That's what I'm gonna go with. 2-1 to Liverpool. I don't know whether that's 2-1 to Liverpool in 90 minutes. I don't know whether that's 2-1 to Liverpool after 120 minutes, but I do think we win the game without it going to penalties by the odd goal. If it does go to penalties, I'm still equally as confident. Queevy did a great job the last time scoring the winner, but Alisson will be between the sticks, I would imagine, at Wembley on Saturday. So yeah, look, whatever happens, I think it's going to be a close game. I don't see either side running away with it, although I'm hoping to be pleasantly wrong on that, and Liverpool go and destroy them 4-0. But 2-1 is my score prediction, and of course, I would love to know your thoughts. Let's get into the predicted 11 then, shall we? And this is an actual predicted 11, not my preferred 11. So I think that we're going to see Alisson in goal. I think we're going to see Virgil van Dijk and Ibu Konate at the heart of the defence. Klopp seems to be edging towards that partnership as the season goes on, particularly for the big occasions, the Champions League games, and I think he'll get the nod. His recovery pace against the likes of Pulisic could be an important factor here, but you could, of course, offset that with Joel Matip's composure and his experience, but I do think Ibu gets the nod. We know what a huge threat that he is from a set piece as well. Had a little run of goal scoring against Benfica, and I think, if my memory is right, he scored a header against City as well, although I'm sure one of you guys again can help me out on that in the comment section. But look, I think he starts this game alongside Virgil van Dijk, and I know I just alluded to it a second ago, but we are a real set piece threat now. And yeah, those boys with their heights do it no harm whatsoever. Fullbacks, have I made a change? Have I maybe brought Costas in ahead of Robbo? Nope. Bring Andy Robertson back in for the FA Cup Final. His nous, his big game, muscle memory, and look, it's just quality. Look, Costas Tsimikas is no slouch, but Robbo is the number one left back, and I think again, with Chelsea's system, they're going to look to make sure that Robbo has more defending to do than he has attacking to do, and it'll be up to us to try and reverse that and make sure that Chelsea have more to do as a back five rather than a back three with five moving forward. So Trent on the right hand side, look, there's not even a debate to be had there, not even a conversation to be had there, but it will be a battle. I'm expecting a real ding-dong battle in this game, particularly for Robbo down his left-hand side, obviously with Reece James, who, along with Trent, is probably the best right-back in the Premier League. Still not at Trent's level, in my humble opinion. But yeah, look, it's going to be a difficult one for the defence, but again, we've kept a lot of clean sheets. Our boys aren't going to be lacking in confidence. I hope Trent's crossing is a little bit more on point than we've seen in recent games. I mean, the game against Spurs, the amount of crosses that were wasted and put into the box by us was frustrating at times because, usually I would certainly accuse a team of running out of ideas when they started doing that. So I'm hoping maybe Robbo goes around the outside a bit more. I think sometimes his early crossing can narrow us a little bit too much. I'd like to see Andy Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold making that big Wembley pitch as wide as possible and really hugging both flanks to try and create hopefully a bit of space in behind then for runs from Sadio or whomever I'm going to say is in the attacking third. We're moving to midfield now. Probably no real surprises here for you guys. Jordan Henderson to step into the Fabinho role in the 6. Thiago on the left-hand side. Naby Keita on the right-hand side. And the only real nerves I feel about this is which Naby Keita might we see, because even in recent weeks we've seen little glimpses of both sides of Naby. If Naby's at it, if he's up for it, if he's on song, brilliant. There's no doubt about the man's quality, but then I'm thinking he can't miss an opportunity like the one he missed against Villa the other day where he kicked it off a standing foot from 7 or 8 yards out. They're the type of things in a cup final you need put away. And yeah, maybe I'm being a bit harsh here, but that's the worry for me in midfield, which Keita shows up. I've no doubts about Jordan Henderson. He will do the role that he's in there to do, which would be to break up play and maybe act as a bit of a quarterback in situations. The Chelsea midfield with no Kovacic in it, you'd probably be expecting Ruben Loftus-Cheek maybe to come in there. Kante hasn't had a season that's been anywhere near recent seasons for him, in my humble opinion. But yeah, look, if we could wrestle control of midfield with that man Thiago Alcantara in there, your memory probably drifts back to his first game for us when he came on against a 10-man Chelsea and he looked like a Rolls Royce in that midfield. Absolutely ran the show, and I'm hoping that when we speak about the end of the game at Wembley on Saturday, that we're talking about another great Thiago Alcantara performance, because these are the games you bring him in for. The trophy games, the end of season, big affairs. That's what he's in the team for, and I expect his quality to shine through in this one and show really why we brought him in. And I still can't believe there are people that doubt this guy. Not really Liverpool fans, other opposition fans trying to say he's overrated. He's not. He's brilliant. He's amazing. He makes everything look simple. And I'm hoping that he makes that Chelsea midfield look bang average at the weekend. Right, let's move into the final third. Left-hand side, no surprises to anybody here. Lucho Diaz, and I'm going to try and keep pushing the Lucho side of this now. So yeah, Diaz to me, left-hand side. He is the unknown quantity for Chelsea, isn't he? He's been amazing since he's come in. He's not the finished product, but then again, at his age, why would he be? But there's so much to admire and like about this guy. His work rate, phenomenal. I have no doubt that he will be tracking back and working hard to help out Thiago and Robbo down that left-hand side, if that is the left-hand side, if that's where Klopp goes with, which is something, make no bones about it, our players are going to have to do against this Chelsea team. Track back, help out really, really a lot. And look, no better boyo to do that than Luis Diaz. On the other side, Mohamed Salah, look, his form hasn't been great. He probably counts himself a little bit lucky that Son was taken off with 20 minutes to go in the North London derby, with him being only one goal away from Salah's 22 goals that currently sits atop of the Premier League goal scoring chart. So he probably took a little bit of a sigh of relief after Son was taken off. So yeah, Salah has to start. He has to. I know we keep talking about his contract situation, we keep talking about his form, but ultimately I haven't thought he's been great last 2 games, but before that, even though he hasn't been scoring, he's been working his ass off, and he's been tracking back to help out Trent. He's been putting his body on the line. He's been trying to hold things up, but he's often got 2-3 players on him as soon as he picks up the ball, because everybody knows what a threat he is. So even by having him in there, if he doesn't get too involved in the game from an attacking perspective, at least he can maybe occupy some defenders and free up a bit of space for Sadio Mane, who has to start through the middle for me. Look, you can make an argument for Diogo Jota because he has a habit of scoring goals and particularly headers. But Sadio, to me, looks like a player reborn and a player that I want signed up to a new deal as well. So, if we could make that happen, please and thank you, FSG and the rest of the club. Sadio Mane, look, he's just a man on form. We talk about at times Mohamed Salah's disappointments this season with obviously the AFCON and not qualifying for the World Cup with Egypt, but on the reverse of that, it's been a year to dream of for Sadio Mane, helping Senegal to the first ever AFCON. I think he was voted player of the tournament, and then of course led the country to a World Cup qualification as well. So we are blessed, truly blessed, to have the array of talents we have at our disposal in attack. We will have Diogo Jota, we will have Divock Origi, we will have Bobby Firmino on the bench, all good attacking threats if we need to go and change the game. So, look, that's my predicted 11. That's my score prediction for the game against Chelsea on Saturday. We will be on Twitch for the watch-along. Myself, Paddy and Connor will be doing it together. So, we'll be starting about an hour before the game. So, at 3:45 p.m. start time over on Twitch. Hope you can join us for that one. If you haven't yet, give an Anfield Agenda a follow on Twitch. There will be a link in the description which will bring you to our Twitch channel. So, yeah, look, that's it for me. Let me know your thoughts on my 11, my score prediction, your thoughts about the opposition, and anything else that you'd like to leave in the comment section, and I'll catch up with you guys on Saturday for the FA Cup Final. Talk to you soon.